Let's get straight to the point. South Korea's DAX has just launched institutional XRP custody. This means that big investors in Korea can now safely store and use XRP in a fully regulated way. And that's not all. Ripple's partnership with DAX is growing stronger, making XRP more accessible on top exchanges like Upbit, Coinone, and Korbit. So why is this a big deal? Let's break it down. DAX, a major digital asset custodian in South Korea, confirmed in a recent X post that XRP is now live on its custody platform. This enables institutional clients, think banks, large funds, and regulated entities, to securely manage their XRP. Not only that, but these clients can also deploy XRP across the country's biggest crypto exchanges. And they can do it while staying fully compliant with South Korean regulations. This isn't the first time Ripple and DAX have teamed up. Their earlier collaboration focused on growing the XRP Ledger ecosystem and aligning with South Korea's crypto regulatory goals. This latest development builds on that foundation. Now, DAX is opening the door for more institutions to explore real-world use cases for tokenized assets on the XRP Ledger. That's important. Why? Because XRP Ledger isn't just about fast transactions. It's also about building a financial system that can support smart contracts, tokenization, and more. DAX says it's ready to support this through its connections with Korea's top trading platforms and its involvement in Busan's innovation sandbox. DAX is also working with other blockchain networks like Avalanche and Polymesh, so their focus isn't limited to XRP. But XRP is clearly the centerpiece for now. Here's something else to consider. XRP is already the most actively traded asset on Upbit, which is the largest exchange in South Korea. So adding institutional custody isn't starting from scratch. It's building on an already strong base of activity. And now that base is getting regulatory approval, secure infrastructure, and institutional confidence. According to Ripple, the global crypto custody market could exceed $16 trillion by 2030. That's huge. So this XRP custody launch by DAX could help accelerate that projection, especially if other countries follow South Korea's lead in combining regulation with innovation. This is also part of Ripple's larger expansion strategy across Asia. Just recently, SBI Holdings in Japan, one of Ripple's key partners, announced that they plan to add RLUSD, Ripple's stablecoin, to their SBI VC trade platform. This shows Ripple's strategy in action, partnering with major institutions to push tokenized asset adoption across Asia. Also, Ripple is investing over $5 million in academic and technical blockchain projects across Asia through its University Blockchain Research Initiative, UBRI. Countries included in this push are South Korea, Japan, Singapore, Taiwan, and Australia. Let's take a step back for a moment and look at the bigger picture. In South Korea alone, a recent survey shows that over 25% of people aged 20 to 50 own digital assets. And the most active group? People in their 40s. That's significant because this demographic often controls more financial assets than younger users. Even more interesting, 42% of respondents said they would be more likely to invest in crypto if traditional financial firms provided access. This is exactly what Ripple and DAX are doing with institutional XRP custody, bridging the gap between traditional finance and digital assets. And let's not forget, the Financial Services Commission in South Korea has emphasized how important regulated custody is. Without safe and legal storage options, institutions simply can't get involved. DAX is providing that missing piece. So what does all this mean? Ripple is not just focused on legal battles in the US or launching new products. It's also laying serious groundwork in one of the world's most active crypto markets, South Korea. Through partnerships like the one with DAX, Ripple is helping build an ecosystem where XRP can be used, stored, and trusted by major institutions. And if this model works well in South Korea, it's very possible we'll see similar systems rolled out in other countries where crypto regulation is maturing. In short, Ripple's win in South Korea isn't just about custody. It's about strategy, regulation, and building long-term infrastructure for digital finance. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep your eyes on the details, because that's where the real moves happen.